There's
play
no
the game.
emotion. It's all intellectual.
It's all intellectual.
It's all intellectual. If you play, oh, I feel it. I got a 17. The dealer's got a 8 showing. I'm gonna hit. I feel like it's coming. That's baloney. You can't feel anything.
Right.
It's all emotion.
Welcome back to the Fishing Coach Show. I'm Brandon Fisher. This is Coach Ratner. Coach, how do you make millions off of a game like blackjack?
Well, the idea is not from making it from blackjack. It's a lesson that we can learn from the game of blackjack that can help us make a lot of money and actually to succeed in a lot of areas of our lives. And the idea is that when you play blackjack in a casino, not that I used to play, but if I did used to play, you have really a 49.5% chance of winning every hand, which is almost 50-50, right?
That sounds pretty good.
It sounds pretty good, but the problem is if you play one hand, it's about 50-50. But every time you play a hand, the longer you play, the more that 0.5% or 1% odd is going to go against you, and you'll start to lose money.
Wow.
So the lesson that I'm going to give you on this short podcast is that the only way that you can make money playing blackjack is if you wait for a streak and you push it in a lot, which means that if you play 1,000 hands of blackjack, you're going to have streaks where you win 20, 30, maybe 10 or 20 in a row, and you have lots of streaks where you lose 10, 20, 30 in a row. Now, let me just say something. Overall, you're going to lose gambling. It's a bad thing to do, and I wouldn't do it. But the lesson I'm going to tell you is that when you do have a streak of 10, 20, 30 in a row, you want to, every second time you win in blackjack, you want to double your bet.
Wow. Every second time. So if you win 2 in a row,
you double your bet.
you double your bet.
And then you do it again. And then you do it again until you get the table limit. And the thinking that I want you to get on this is that when you're walking around Las Vegas or New Orleans or wherever you have a casino, and you see they have these little signs on the blackjack tables: minimum bet, maximum bet. You want to have the attitude, I want to lose the table limit.
Wow.
And you might say that goes against the way you think.
I would have never thought that.
Because no one thinks that way.
Right.
Just like same thing with paying taxes. People spend their whole life trying to avoid ways to paying taxes when they should have the attitude, I want to write as big a check as possible to the IRS. You know what that means? That means you made a lot of money.
Wow.
And when you lose the table limit, when you start at a small amount and build it up, that means you've made a lot of money.
Wow.
And
So
it's a different way of thinking. So what you do is every second hand you win, you double your bet. And eventually you're going to get, let's say that you're playing a table that starts at $10 and goes to $1,000. You start with $10, you win 2 in a row, you go to 20, you win 2 in a row, go to 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. Now I'm telling you something, when you get to like $640 or, you're like standing up, like, come on, baby, give me a 20, give me 21. You're going crazy, right? Because you're so excited. It's exciting, it's thrilling when you get that kind of money out on the table. You stack up those hundreds, right? It's nothing greater, but that's the only way you're going to have, the only chance you have to win.
So, Coach, I used to be a blackjack dealer when I was back in college. It was a lot of fun, but I saw how emotions can end up getting the best of somebody.
Right.
How do you manage the emotions and continue
There's
to play
no
the game?
emotion. It's all intellectual.
It's all intellectual.
If you play, oh, I feel it. I got a 17. The dealer's got a 8 showing. I'm gonna hit. I feel like it's coming. That's baloney. You can't feel anything.
Right.
It's all emotional. You play by there's a set of rules that people play by where they have the highest odds. You play by the set of rules. You don't move. You double downs on 11s, and that's the only. And by the way, when you're doubling your bet every time, you hope you can get some double downs in there to kind of push your winnings up. And when you get to the table limit, your goal would be to like win a few hands in a row. But if you don't, it's fine also. Then you really push your winnings up high. But the only chance you have to win, because if you play $10 a hand and never push your bet, if you're winning or you're losing, you're going to lose. I mean, yes, you could get lucky and win sometimes, but generally, you're going to lose. And the reason why I said I made millions off of this. What happened was when I was a coin dealer and I found a way to make money trading these certain coins, as I'm not going to say because I'm going to give it away, is that I pushed it in. I remember I said to my wife, we just had a new baby. I go, honey, I have this opportunity now to make a lot of money and I have to travel a lot. And I said, this won't exist forever. It's going to be a short period of time, which it was, and I pushed everything in. I made sure no one else found out about it. I hit it hard, and I made I made millions off of it. I made millions off of it because I saw my opportunity that I was winning, and I doubled down every single week, and I kept going and pushing it hard.
Wow.
And that's the idea in life, that when you are on a streak, you want to keep going because these streaks, most people have become financially wealthy or have done well in something had a short period of time where they really killed it. Now, this is a generalization, but this is fairly common to everything. People who trade stocks, people who write books, people who do things, they have a short period of time where they just killed it.
And what about the streaks that are going the wrong way?
Well, then you keep your bet down.
You
don't
go
push it
down.
in. You can keep playing if you want to. You're probably going to lose if you're playing blackjack, but you basically just keep your bet the same. You don't work so you don't if you're in some sort of business and things aren't going so well, you shouldn't be expanding.
Right.
But if you're doing really well, maybe you should consider about expanding your business.
Ride those streaks when they're good.
Yeah.
And close them up when they're bad.
That's right, and that's how you can really do great at anything in life. Just make sure you ride those streaks.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Thank you for listening. This is the Fish and Coach Show.
See you next time.